GM chat.
Booty Hunter, why don't you link me up? Why don't you link me up? Link me up. We'll do a little react, then link me up. Link me up. Check a blue stick. Check a blue stick. Kevin Hutchins on YouTube. What's up, you piece? All right, chat. We're plugged in the frontal with the new mouse, or with an old mouse. Check a blue stick. All right, let's. Check a blue steak. I think we're ready to go, man. If we're not ready now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You got that. You got that good timer. 1, 2, 3. You got that good timer. Chat. I don't even know the website for Where You At Wednesday anymore. Whoever's helping with the mouse. 632.45. 632.45. Dan, I've low-key trolled your streams a bit in the past, hoping to get a funny reaction, but I want to turn a new leaf and be a positive guy. Hey, Jinko, you know the best way to do it? Just hang out. Chat. Enjoy your time. Drop some smileys in chat. We love a good redemption arc. We're gonna say this is a great hook right here. Bam 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 bam. Bam 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 bam. Beep up up up. Ready for the mouse noise? There it is. There it is. There it is. 1, 2, 3, you got that timer? 1, 2, 3, you got that timer? 1, 2, 3, you got that. You got that timer? $632.45. $632.45. Thank you. Check a blue steak. $632.45. $632.45. Chat, we ready? You ready for Eddie Spaghetti? Chad, how do you convince your tattoo artist to play the stream? What's on the TV right now? What's on the TV right now? What's on the TV right now? There's no TV? Well, then how is it? What do you mean? Just turn your phone up and say, hey, this makes the tattoo process better. And then you can also, you know what else you can tell them? You can tell them, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one. The show gets started. Reach into your back pocket. Spam your favorite emoji. From here to Andor Landor and back again. Doesn't matter. If it's Little Timmy's, Little Slimmy's, Tabitha's, Jimmy's, Witch Knight sending a message to Brian Gavin that I hope he saw. Stover SP, Skatebird, Spango Nuts, Chunald, Corval Boot, Jomsy, Darpa Red, Hoof Crush, Zombie with a 3, Brickwall, Pedro is back, Mr. Benjamin, Logan Paul, MJ Snow, Django B, Pints of Guinness on a Big Brother cruise, Ultima with the new webcam for his stream, Rain in Peace, Yasha Kami, Tom Likes Lemons, Fractor, ABC, Squid, Pan Pascal of Pixel Performance, Prize Fame, and Hadley and CDF. We're beating Barbuda. Someone stop these animals!
Hungry mommy, hungry mommy, hungry mommy. What the heck are these controls?
You interns, fix your game! Yeah, just slide the dudes, man! You kidding? How could this not work? I apologize, everyone that's worked hard on UFO 50, other content creators that are butthurt. I'm sorry, I didn't do it on purpose. My bad.
It's the embargo. You broke the embargo. You're gonna take all my views. You're gonna take all my views. All my views.
Well, hello, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday edition of the show. Super excited to be here today. If you're brand new, we have 3 simple goals. Goal number 1, we keep it Pedro with the 31 months. Doesn't matter if your little brother, your little sister, your cousin, your Mima, your grandpa, your Uncle Skip. Doesn't matter who's watching. You don't have to worry about obscenities being thrown around. Like when you're watching the Super Bowl on Sunday and be like, yo, I remember Dan has a pregame Super Bowl show on at 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to tune in because it's sponsored. Goal number 2 around these parts. Keep things positive. There's going to be adverse situations, difficult scenarios. We're going to say Sunday Super Bowl show. Adverse situations, things that just make you say,
Life don't get much better than this.
I said that to my son yesterday, man. He was he had his last sports practice, and instead of I mean, they did like a little practice, but really what it turned into, it was indoors. It was like dodgeball for like, they played dodgeball with all his buddies for like 45 minutes, followed by pizza. And I was like, I go, buddy, I know you're 7, but I'm going to tell you right now.
Life don't get much better than this.
And he looked at me, and I saw the wheels turning, like he maybe is being contemplative of like, hey, maybe those are some of my dad's favorite memories when he was playing dodgeball with his buddies and then had a slice of pizza. And he was like kind of nodding his head. And then he goes, Dad, do you think we can get some ice cream? And goal number 3, entertainment, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime are all Never Produced shows. This is a show today on the show. We got some dang packs, and the stream doesn't end until we beat Castlevania 2, ladies and gentlemen. Super excited to be here today. You're talking about Drake May. Drake? The guy got pushed by Pusha T but can't get Drake? Drake, the rare card that my son pulled that I gotta sell before the Super Bowl because he's gonna lose, so it's gonna plummet in value. That Drake? All right. Dude, my son has the best pack luck. I'm gonna tell you, he got one football pack like 9 months ago. He pulled this, and that he plays like baseball, and the baseball league, like, you know, it's like a community league or something. They gave every kid a pack, and it's pouring rain. This kid's opened it, and he pulled this card. On Ronald Acuna on card auto. One pack. Both of those were one pack pulls, man. Kid's got the touch, man. All right. Anyways. We do have a Sunday show. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a Super Bowl show. I I don't have it. I mean, I have some information. There's going to be like NFL people hopping on. I think former players. It's more of like a pre-show. And I feel like Han Solo is going to really enjoy the sponsor. And we're not playing a game. We're just talking Super Bowl stuff. So that will be like I really feel like Han Solo is going to really like the sponsor, if you know what I'm saying. If Han comes in today, let me. Not DK, but you're in the vertical. You're in the vertical. You're in the vertical. Yes, yes. Anyways, should we rip some packs? Vendeo, that's Vendeo. Vendeo, that I don't want to. I'm not gonna pin that, but that was one of the. That was like the Knight's Tale or a Black Tower of sponsored deals. Oh yeah, we got some React too, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what NFL players are gonna show up, but I know they're showing up. Mewtwo, what's going on, you piece?
Let's go.
I know I just did my 5 space Y, but here is a 6 space 1 for you. Hope you're good, dang Dan.
Yo, Chug Life, thanks for the 61 months. Hutch, thanks for smashing the like button on TikTok. Pedro, thanks for the 31. Zach Snackbar, thanks for the 33 months of Prime. Big Zara, thank you for the 61 months. Sunday Brews, thank you for the T-Space 2, you piece of absolute. I'm cast on a trader's game. Any advice? Like, well, my first advice would be if you got cast, don't tell anyone because you just broke the NDA. That would be my first advice. Am I right, Brett? Why not you? Hannah Calzones. That's a good name, man. Why not you? We'll get a little juice, a little squeeze. That's my first advice. MJ Snow, any chance of getting your original brand equity back on YouTube?
Thank you. Can we please get some dang packs spam in the chat?
Chug Life, thank you for the 5 gifted. That will pre-jack the next set that comes out. The next set that comes back out. LOL, it's just an org for fun. I don't know what that means. Brown Lantern, why not you? Why not Blunderscore, man? Daniuskins. I hope you're cooking, man. Hope you're cooking. If you've been gifted from Chug Life, please use your first dang emoji at Chug Life. Zombie with the Rare Frost Ink. Why not you? Why not now? Centered. Center with the pre-jack stamp. Walking Riot. Why not you? Of course you get a double Revy Hollow. Double Revy Hollow. Check a gold stake. Daniel, my original brand equity is my full name and middle name. You're trying to avoid using it? Well, MJ Snow. You kind of, I mean, once you open up the Houdini's bottle, Houdini does not go back in the bottle. Like, that's the thing. Like, you would have to really reflush your entire equitable. Skatebird, why not you? Minting Fish. Do some frogs, man. Sparkly Crayons, what's up? Not going to talk about the experience yesterday. Not going to. Walking Riot, why not you? I'm not going to say the community. I went to a community streamer yesterday. Also, congratulations on the hot pack. I went to a community streamer yesterday. Number one, I had to follow the chat. Paywalling my chat? Then the second I unfollow, I had a illicit emotes hoisted my way. I said, I'm out of here, man. Holy!
Can we get some dang packs back?
Of course you pulled 2 autos in 7 packs. Yo, that is Lorenzo art.
Life don't get much better than this.
Walking Riot. Walking right. Let's put a blockbuster together. I gotta text this to Lorenzo. Right. That doesn't happen, man. Lorenzo auto on. That's Lorenzo Art, man. I gotta text it to him, man. I gotta text it to him. Also, I love, man, when people's Twitch names are their Discord names, man. I love it because you know what? I don't have to look up like what's Armin's name. Oh, it's .. I just type in Lorenzo, and then I send him a picture. That's the real equity, man. Walking right. You want to put a deal together? Put a deal together. Maloon Balloon, let me ask this. What's your name in the Discord, Maloon Balloon? Walking around, want to put a deal together? Want to put a deal together? Let's put a deal together. Let's put a deal together right now. We're gonna put a quick deal together, just a quick one. Can you mark it as auto or no? Okay, you give me that. You give me that. I thought I had a third one floating around somewhere. Okay. I'm not done. Chad, I'm not done. Let me, before you start BMing, let me start cooking a little bit. I'm not going to throw an account. I don't have any black cards. That's the only one of one I minted. Wait, I know what you want. I know what you want. It was the links. I know what you want, and now I am now willing to do it. But this is the only time. I don't know, man. I know I don't want to, man. The flashbang gold. Look at, that's the best holo ever created, man. That's literally the best holo ever created. You can't say to anything. I'm a huge fan of Lorenzo, but I can't do it. I'm gonna deny the trade. All right, let's go a few more. Let's go a few more packs. All right, 1, 2, 3. You want to open a Venti? Here you go. He's declining his own trades now. Look. 1, 2, 3. Why not you? Why not now? How did you know? How did you know? Also, remember we had a discussion about these packs. We need to find an equitable way. You're flirting with fire right now. You know you are. You're flirting with fire. Flirt with fire. You're flirting with it. I like to tell the stream what's the name of the game. Just chill for a second. We got to stall a little bit. We got to react. You want some more cam saturation? You know, that's usually up to Star Sleep, but I got you. I'll turn the satch up. 44 satch.
Thank you. Can we please get some dang
Sparkly
packs
Crayons,
spam
thank
in
you for the
chat?
5 gifted, you piece of peace. Look, everyone's got their own reasons. But I would not paywall chat personally. You're not asking me for streaming advice, but I would not paywall chat personally. Personally, I wouldn't do that. Yo, Mewtwo, are you okay? I'm chill, man. Not even. I'm just gonna eat that one. I'm gonna eat that one. Are they doing it to avoid BM? I don't know what the BM would be of having chat open. Now, if you're getting like a weird raid or something like that, I could see putting followers only. But paywalling your chat, you didn't ask me for advice, so I'm gonna keep my yap shut. You didn't ask for advice. Can one of the mods make exclamation point Sunday Super Bowl equals Dan will be live at 1 p.m. Eastern for a sponsored pre-game Super Bowl show? What are the odds of getting a pre-Jack Silver in the one? I can't think of a more deserved. Can't think of a more deserved Witch Knight. Witch Knight. You hold on to that. Don't let anyone rip that away from you. Run straight home with it. Run straight home, Charlie. Don't let anyone take it from you. Congratulations. Deserved. But you can't be surprised. You saw a silver in the 5. You saw a Witch Knight pack. What more could you ask for? Witch Knight, can I get a reaction? Did Witch Knight say anything? You screamed and laughed at the same time. How loud did you scream? I mean look, there's only a few of us that know how the 101s feel, man. It could be from anyone from here to you. It's just an explosion, man. Just an explosion. Let's check the trades real quick. Check them. Rinny Art, Rinny Ink, Rinny, and the last card to fill out your decks. You got any sweetener? Yo, just do this. Swap out the Rinny X card for that red T-God and you got a deal. Ooh. You know what I'd take? Combine these two into like a gold or a rainbow and you probably got a deal here. Yeah, I mean, I know there's some value in this card. I don't want that. I don't want that tainting my collection. It's my last pack, man. You combine these into something, trade, smash these 3 up, and we're closer to the pot. What do you mean never trade with me? All right, checked all the trades. All right. I think we're ready to go, chat. Oh, let's get some little react, Andy. Why do you guys send him anything? Here's the thing. There's people in here that know how to deal, man. There's people in here that know how to deal. There's other people who don't know how to deal. There's people who know how to deal. What did Lorenzo say? Lorenzo responded that emote. Chat, did anyone open the gold merch pack? Has anyone opened the gold merch pack? How is that going in a Discord? Oh, React. No one's opened the gold merch pack. I wonder who has it. Who's got a merch pack? Look, I'm trading for merch packs. Who's got a merch pack? Who's got a merch pack? Anyone got any? I'm trading for merch packs. Anyone got any of these question mark packs? Anyone got any of these sealed? Any of them sealed? That means the gold is still floating around out there. All right. Am I just showing off? What do you mean am I showing off? What do you mean? No, I'm saying that's what I'm looking to trade for. All right, let's check out the reacts. Breaking Bad House. We have no reacts. Oh, okay. If I open up Zillow, is it going to show any personal information? Like accidentally reveal. Maybe. Let me paste it into like a. Could show your zip code. Let me open a purple window then. Is Papa J here? Papa J, we got any clips? No clips this week? You just got here. What's up with the cards and packs? If you go to dangpacks.com and you attach your. If you sign into Dang Packs for the first time, do you get like a binder or no? That was only a one-time thing. Anyways, all right, let's lock in. But basically, it's a way to reward you for watching the show. Let's lock in here. All right, chat. Make sure there's no information. A while ago, ladies and gentlemen, as a Breaking Bad fan, we broke down the economics of buying the Breaking Bad house. It was listed at $4 million at the time, and I said, "Oh, you know what? That's very, 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 very overpriced. Very overpriced." And I believe I said it's probably worth about $400K. And at $400K, charging people $100 a pizza to throw a pizza on the roof, you run it 3-4 days a week, you got this house paid off by about a year and a half, 2 years max, min. Then you could also run it as an Airbnb, have like on the table like blue crystals that is like homemade candy, man. You have like Breaking Bad parties here, man. It's like, bro, this is a gold mine, man. Let's crowdfund this bad boy. I know Mirror Bear lives in New Mexico. She could manage the deal. We could do it like a co-op. We split the profits, man. Look at this, man. You could have so much, man. This is liquid gold in the middle of a neighborhood. Liquid gold. The interior is John in Tennessee. The interior is exactly what it needs to be. It was Walton, Tennessee. You know what I mean? Like you could even have like the chalk outlines on the floor where people in the show get. Like this could be turned into a museum. Like, then like once a month you have the resident pizza chuckers, like competition. Winner gets a free pizza. You know, we should call the agent. Be like, hey. Put an offer in. How many people are in chat right now? How many people are in chat right now? 664. Everyone throws in $500. You get early access to the house. You get a free like digital mount, and then we'll split the profits. Like, cause I know like crowdfunding, other things like MMOs always work out, right?
I think he's smug.
Any Ash the Creation fans around here? Sorry. All right, let's assume. Anyways, I mean, honestly, like, Chad, if you charge 100, let's do the math on this. Let me get a notepad open here. Okay. Let's do the numbers on this. Okay. We got any mortgage, any loan officers in chat? Okay, so 400,000. What's the mortgage on a 400,000? Someone's rich posting in chat. My mortgage is 400,000. What is it? Give me like average interest rates. What, 6%? 3,000. Han Solo, before you leave, Sunday, I'm doing a sponsored show at 1 p.m. Eastern, sponsored by a company that you will like, to do like a Super Bowl pre-show. So what is a 6% mortgage at 400,000? So call it, let's just even numbers, call it 4,000 a month, okay? If, let's just say realistically, to chuck a pizza, no one's gonna pay 100, but they'd pay 40, okay? So to chuck pizzas, how many times does 40 go into 400? 100? So you need to sell 100 pizzas a month, but the pizzas are gonna cost you, probably, you get hot and readies, those will cost you $6.50 out the door. They used to be $5. So you're netting about what, $33.50 a pizza. So at $33.50 a pizza, you probably got to sell what, 125 pizzas a month. And say you allow pizza chucking on the weekend because you get a lot of traffic. Friday, Saturday, Sunday pizza chucking. So we'll say 3 days of pizza chucking, maybe 4 days. What's 125 divided by 4? So you got to sell about 30 pizzas a day. And 30 pizzas a day times 8 hours, 30 divided by 8. You got to sell about 4.1 pizzas an hour. For how many days did we say? There we go. What about replacing the roof? The roof is metal, so it's got a 50-year life on it. So this is just pizzas we're talking about. So to break even, you got to sell about 4 pizzas an hour, 4 days a week. Okay, now we're not even talking about, like, we're talking about, we could have a watch party every Friday night. You got to have a membership to do that, which say that's $100 a month. You get to go to every Friday watch party, or you could buy a 1-seat ticket. That's 50 months there. Then you're gonna sell Blue Crystal candy at $20 a bag. Also, there's gonna be a special one time a year where you get Jesse Pinkman to watch with you. That's probably gonna go $1,000 a ticket. He'll probably charge about 10 grand because he doesn't have anything else going on, bro. Then you talk about summer pool party with Skylar. She probably charged about $15,000 for a pool party, bro. It's liquid gold, man. It's literally liquid gold. You know, like you could have Gail Bediger do a reading of the entire Walt Whitman series, bro. I'm telling you, man. Liquid gold, man. Went a little off the. I mean, but that's the thing, like you got the mind. You just got a ton of options. There's so many options. You know what I mean? We don't have. There were no good streamer clips this week. Walt Whitman wrote, "Good fences make good neighbors." How ironic. Yo, we got a hookup. Hannah Egg says, my cousin is Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston would come out and do it for free. There you go. Look, there you go. You just saved on the talent fee, man. You're right there. Buy KFC, put in a box that says Los Pollos Hermanos. Bro, you could get what's it? Gustavo Fring. He's probably for an appearance, $3,000. Anyways. So yeah, dude, you could offer the house up to Walt and Aaron Paul, brother of Logan Paul. They could have a tequila night. You know, you say, hey, you get the house for free for the weekend. Anyway, there's a lot of options, It's every day, bro. You can even have the guy dinging in the wheelchair too, man. And then one of the guys from Breaking Bad is a Twitch streamer. I could get chat. And he's represented by GG Talent. I could get him there, man. Like this is like it's liquid gold. There's a guy from Breaking Bad. I don't know who he is, but not Hector Salamanca. I'm chat. And then you Airbnb it on Monday through Wednesday. You know? We just need someone to manage all that stuff. Mirror Bear lives in New Mexico. How far does Mirror Bear live from the house? Someone call her. Using the term liquid gold when talking about, because it's liquid gold, man. Liquid gold. Luis and Hob have played COD together. I need to get in on that, man. All right. Shall we? Should probably get started, huh? Papa J must have had a busy work week, man. There's no react. That's all right, though. Shall we play some video juegos? Some juegos de video? Video juegos? Who is getting the pieces down off the roof? You leave it up there for the crows, man. Crows. Have I ever played Dead by Daylight? I have. A crow. What do you mean gross? Crows gotta eat, man. Would you rather them eat pizza or dead bodies? What do you think's better for him? Pizza. Ken, thanks for the 23 months, man. I appreciate it. Oh, we left off in a great spot too, man. Can you hear the game chat? I'm never putting this on this side of the screen again, bro. It's always going on this side, chat, because we spilled water all over the computer yesterday. All right. Yeah, Gliz. Because someone was BMing in chat. All right. You ready? Everything's good to go? Let's get this toast. Ladies and gentlemen, where we last left off, the fourth mansion. The guy's not moving. The Lynx? Thing is paused? Okay, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, where we last left off, we found the fourth mansion. Fourth of 5. Why not us? What? Why not now? Hey, we got the flame. We got the halberd of flame, man. Just take this music in because you don't get it every day. Sour, please. You know there's gonna be so many secrets, man. So many secrets! We could wait, didn't we come from here already? Did we already beat this level? Did we beat this level? We already did this one. Are you sure? Okay. Let me bring that one back in. Ladies and gentlemen, where we last left off, we just got the cross. So we're gonna go to Hate Town because they hate us there. But they're not gonna hate us once we got the cross, man. Why not us? Why not now? Now that's part one. Part two is we gotta figure out how to get back to Hate Town because we don't have a map. And all of our notes are scattered, man. Scattered in the wind. This looks weird. It's a weird... We also got to do some graveyard work here.
Life don't get much better than this.
That's so good, man. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We're back, we're back. We're so back. We're so back. Wait, this is where we got... This is where we got the flames from, man. Wait a second, that's not right. I feel like we're okay here. I think this is where we got the flame sword from. Does that guy still compete in Call of Duty? The guy's name was Flame Sword. Does he still compete? Burntron says prop bet. We're built for prop bets. He was a Halo player. That's what I said. Is he still playing Call of Duty? Okay, I remember this. This is where we said he looks like the male version of the female fire elemental from back in the day. All right. Lock in. Does he mean game over on screen? What do you mean? Okay, I don't remember this, but also the liver's new, man. We don't know what the liver does, man. The liver. Sequence breaking. Old game dead. They're saying.
Life don't get much better than this.
Have I ever played Chrono Trigger? I like to keep it about the current retro game we're playing now, because we only get one shot at this. However, Han Solo, because of your exquisite brand equity, I did play Chrono Trigger maybe like 4 or 5 hours on a treadmill on a Dell Inspiron laptop in 2008. And I got probably 4 or 5 hours into it and stopped. So I guess the answer would be I played it, but not properly. No, I liked it. Just I was in the middle of playing it, then I met my wife, so that went out the... Once I met my wife, I'm not saying I stopped playing Chrono Trigger, but I got rid of the emulator for a while.
Well, see, it's a program you can have on your laptop that allows you to play retro games, like games that I missed.
Yeah, maybe just... Wait, have we done this one yet? Have we done this one yet? Have we done this one yet? I just don't remember. I just emulator when I first started dating my wife would have been like maybe a little too much. You know, I kind of had to ease into it. I had the PS3 out, and I had a copy of Fallout 3 and NCAA 2014 out. I figured those were explainable. But getting into the retro emulation, it might have been a little much for like a first or second date. Did we do this one? I think we did this one. I think we've done this one. Yeah, you gotta wait till like if you got like a weird hobby, weird meaning like Like, I don't think playing retro games is weird, but the average normie would be like, why don't you just play Fortnite? Why don't you just play God of War? Like, if that's, you gotta ease into that, you know? I think we beat this already. Need your expertise. Is Costco an appropriate place for a first date? I mean, if you want to set the bar really, really low, right? Like, if you really don't have any desire to date that person long term in the future, which I don't know why you'd be dating then. So it's better than a coffee date, but that's not saying much. Costco's like date 12, you know? What about check a oak steak? What bro looks for in a relationship is deals and bargains. Well, if you're bargaining in your relationship, you're already cooked. I'll say that. Because let's be honest, most of the time, if you're doing it right, you're running at a deficit, and you're not keeping track of the deficit. You're doing it, in my opinion. If you're in the surplus, the idea is that you're both in a deficit. All right. I think it's a fun like date in like the 15 to 20th date range, you know? What I missed 123's callback. What'd he say? But I never took it. I mean, me and my wife have gone to Costco together. Oh, we already beat this. What did someone copy pasta what 123 said? Or cooked, yeah. I said it's a great first date. We're never beating this game today if things progress like this, by the way. Would definitely go on a Costco date. There you go. Like, Chad, that would definitely go on a Costco date. There you go. Like, Chad, that's an original. I never got to use that one. Like, I never got to pull that out. Like, that's gold right there. Hey, let's go to Costco. That's a great first date, man. I never said it was a great first date. I said it was a great first date in comparison to taking them to a coffee date. The clip got cut. A great first date in comparison to the coffee date. I'm just saying, look. It's context, man. You can't say anything anymore. People have 14 years worth of ammunition against you. That's also true. Also, opinions can change, man. But coffee dates never will change, man. Still. How do we get out of
What
here?
was I doing 23 months ago? Damn duck smoke.
You gotta get out of here, man. Coffee dates are kicking the ladder down. Chat, we have to lock in, man. We're beating this today, so we gotta at least lock in. We should not be at a castle we've already been to. Costco isn't cool anymore. It's too mainstream. Go play some Deadlock, man. You sound like a Deadlock player. I actually know nothing about Deadlock, so That was just a stray. That was just a stray. Brogan there, you're good, you're good. Why do we have to beat this today? Because we're close. We have one more man. How many mansions we've beaten? We have one more mansion to go. Like, you're telling me we can't find the last mansion today? I mean, we do have to get a diamond and go to... Right now, very simply, our goal is to get to Hate Town right now. We have to get to Hate Town. Let's lock in. Chat, so... I wasn't sure if I was gonna bring this up or not. But if, chat, can you promise just to not clip this or talk about it again, because I don't want any copycats? Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it. Never mind. I just got a very weird email, but I don't want other people to do it, so I'm not gonna say it anymore. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's not a bad. I thought about it twice. I'm like, people will do it to be funny, and it wasn't funny. So I'm not gonna do it. I can just do that. It's in the emails. The rare Dan filter. C-sniff, what do you mean by that? No, this... When I saw the title of this email, I read it. Trust me. Put it in the monthly newsletter. I got you. MJ Snow, how's that newsletter looking? Refer to the clip 30 seconds ago. All right, let's lock in. Okay, this is... So we've got to get to Hate Town, man. Rate my ... What does that mean? What is rate my ... Holy. Holy coming in here. Dev 2000 posting. Welcome in. All right. All right. How do we get to Hate Town, chat? All right, I think we're closer to Hate Town than before. I think to go to Hate Town, we definitely just looped. We have to go down a set of stairs and back to the right. Yeah, the Village song is so good. This song's really good too. It's just like a little more mainstream, which is fine. I think Hate Town is down here. No lava. I was thinking about healing, but it wasn't on the main floor. I didn't want to have to go up the stairs to go to the... Nah, let's go down the next one. I think this is a dead end. Don't know though. This would have been helpful to have a map. Speaking of optical static, does own the #2 edition of Nintendo Power, which has the map and intel in it for this game. However, I didn't know optical static in 1987, so I can't look at it. I don't think this is the way. I don't think this is the way to Hate Town, man. I really don't. I think Hate Town's back this way. What's literally Wednesday? Tap in, Unk? What does that mean? I think Hate Town is... I think to get to Hate Town, we have to take the tornado, man. Sharkbot, thanks for the 40 streak, you piece. I'm not gonna lie, I did take a little nostalgic peek at the map, but I don't remember any of it. I was just surprised how bigly the map was. The map was very bigly. A-Town is open mic in CS. Not every open mic. I'd say 1 out of 19. No lab, I thought we had 3 guys left, otherwise I would have healed for the believers. That's on me. Man, why are those eyeballs so scary? Let's lock in, chat. Chat, someone has Simon Belmont, this version on their desktop. Who was that? People 3. I wonder if we go down here for Hate Town. Old Dunny, you got it. Ozraven, what's up, you piece? And the problem is I don't even know the real name of Hate Town. Because there's Girl Town and Hate Town. I don't remember what city Hate Town is called, man. When I went to the dentist, the logo on their light thing said Belmont. Yo, did you get any cavities? I don't know what in the game what Hate Town's called. Just for a little boost. Chat, I will not allow the Boston slander. Boston to me is like no different than any other city. No offense. Like Boston was not bad. Why do people not like Boston? I mean, they're responsible for Duncan. That gives you a pass in my book. Hate Town might be down here. You don't like the Boston roads? Isn't it just a bunch of donuts? Which is why they invented Dunkin' Donuts? Like and subscribe. Are you from Michigan? What do you mean, ooh, Duncan? I don't think... This is definitely not Hate Town. Let's keep going left for Hate Town. No, Nick, I think we're close to the end, aren't we? What's my Duncan order? I feel like that's Doxa. I'm not gonna tell you that. What the heck is Hate Town? There's a town in this game where everyone hates you. Like they hate you. They're like, you need to leave this town. We hate you. So we call it Hate Town. I just wish I would know the actual name of the town so that I could figure out how to get there. But I don't. We're just gonna have to run it. First off, it's called Dunks. You call Dunkin' Donut Dunks? Who said they called Dunkin' Donuts Dunks? Who said it? Who was it? It wasn't IMS Dark Monk. Who? Okay, IMS Dark Monk. We're good. We're good. You don't have to hop in. Wait. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town. I forget. So you heard the music over that. All right. Magic potion will destroy the wall of evil. No, there was like IMS Dark Monk is still rebounding from some brand equity hit. So it's we gotta. I don't remember what it was. If I remembered what it was, then I probably would have taken the hop in. But it was a unique hit to brand equity. I'm not gonna not tell you the truth. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. IMS Dark Monk. I know. It could be nothing, but I'm looking out for your brand equity, man. This could be a good time to buy. It could be IBF's Dark Monk too. Like that's the. You could have just taken a stray there. So like. I know, so it's actually not fair, but I don't know for sure. This could be Hate Town? This could... Wait, this is Girl Town. I think this is Girl Town. If Olga Dev's sister-in-law... Yep, it's Girl Town. It's Girl Town, man. Which I guess if it's Olga Dev's sister-in-law would also be my cousin-in-law. Is Olga Dev here? Hey, is Olga here? Everyone at Olga. I don't know if I told Olga. Olga, please tell me you're here, man. Is he here? Is he here? I gotta send him a message. One second. I typed Olga instead of his real name. Yo, are you in chat right now? We just saw your cousin in Castlevania 2, and it reminded me to tell you that we set her up with a family member of mine, and I'm not sure how it went. Did you hear that? Question mark. All right. So the NPC in this game that is like Olga Dev's sister-in-law, I forgot we hooked up with a family member of mine, and I don't know how it went. I know, it's a little convoluted, but also true. Why are you saying stare? It's actually not his cousin, it's his sister-in-law. Like, set up on a date. Did I say hooked up? I meant like set up on a date. Not hooked. I meant like chat. We use different terminology around here. Yeah, set her up. Did I set her up because of this game? No, the setup happened before we knew she was an NPC in Castlevania 2. Just let me... That info isn't too personal, but your Dunkin' coffee is? Yeah. You can, if I tell you my Dunkin' order, you can get all my Dunkin' points, man. I gotta protect those, man. Also, how good is this whip, man? You think you'll ever get that DMCA sorted out? If I don't do anything for the DMCA on the YouTube channel, I think it goes away after 6 months. How do we get up there? Have you seen the TikToks of Dunkin' workers making orders for customers who get 18 pumps of sugar? No, Papa J, but that's the kind of stuff that you normally bring to the table in the React room, man. I can already feel myself losing breath laughing at that TikTok. I could go for a little Dunkin', man. Chad, did we ever wrap up the throne bit? Nick's Mix, I can't do that now. We have to beat this game today. I would like an iced tea with 15 or 16 Splendas in it. Ryan Gary told me that game was gas. He told me that game was gas. Chad, is that game gas or is it... The baby thing was like a little weird to me, but I only saw 30 seconds of it. But is that like... that's a little weird for me. JSRG says you're playing it now. Why, you're not watching the stream? You don't know if it's our kind of game. Why not Porco Rosso? All right, chat. We have to find Hate Town. It's all reading menus. It's like Chatter brand equity stock simulator. Nick's Mix, were you working on that? Someone was working on that. At least the white paper of it. But you can beat the game? I thought it's a roguelike. Hate Town? I think we're in Hate Town. This could be Hate Town. Hate Town? POV, Bartimus when he's in chat. This could be Hate Town. If he says get away, this is Hate Town. You were working at it, but you've been busy moving an apartment. Why would you lift up and place an apartment building somewhere else? Wouldn't that mess up the foundation? This could be Hate Town, man. This could be Hate Town. Hate Town? I don't think this is Hate Town. Yo, is that Christina Milian? Is this Hate Town? Not Hate Town. We have to get to Hate. Hate Town is the town in this game where everyone hates you.
My man.
Here's what I want. I want to just go online, put my information in, and I've got a wife.
Yo, there. What's exclusive username been up to, man? With the double exclamation points? Triple exclamation points is like rude. Double is desperation, man. Like two... The first game to have AI webcam recognition. They don't make them like this anymore. Dig up the fourth grave in the cemetery for a diamond. Chat, do you think that Facebook guy got back to me? He didn't respond. Man, we have to get this. We have to get this Nintendo Power, man. I don't know if we beat this. Nintendo Power, there's a really good map in there, man. There's a really good map in the Nintendo Power. Bro, they did not have Facebook in 1987. No, but the guy I sold my Nintendo Power to, I sold on Facebook so I could get back in touch with him. You want me to just look up his full name on Facebook, then look his number up in the white pages and call him live on stream? Optical Static said we're reaching the end of the guide. Yeah, but there's a map in the Nintendo Power, which would be very fruitful. Am I right, Fruitbed? No shot the guy answers. That would be like, I would do that, but that's pushing the line for doing it on stream. I would 100% do that off stream, but like, to like try and track that guy down and do it live on stream, just because he has a stolen item of mine, I would never do that. You literally tracked your iPad down on camera? I think this is the way to Hate Town. I'm so glad we randomly found this out. I don't know how we would have done it, but take a little minute here. Wait, we just did a full loop. This is where we started today's episode at. Where the heck is Hate Town, man? Ladies and gentlemen, where we last left off, we have the cross, which means we have to find Hate Town. Hate Town people will like us now because we defeated the enemy. Okay. Well, we now know what we need to do. Man, that map would be huge right now. The original Miyazaki loop. Let's talk to this guy. I don't make them like this anymore. We should have made them. We made a grievous error not making a map for this game. To break my spell, come back with a powerful weapon. Okay. Is that guy's daughter? Monday Chatter, welcome back. Wait, Monday Chatter, today's Monday somewhere, right? I think up is bait. I don't think there's anything up. We want to beat this game, we got to make some progress. CDA, I know you know what's next. Are we close to what's next, in your opinion? Is this a speed run or a slow run? We're the #1 slow runner on Twitch, by the way. Yo, remember when we said that guy looks like the guy version of the girl fire elemental from Magic the Gathering? Don't look it up if you're at the office right now. All right, lock in. No, it's not Chandra the Flame Walker. It's... Just don't look it up. Just don't look it up. Yeah, it's the actual Fire Elemental card. Be right back. HR is calling. Starsleep, how's the arena? Old Magic art to me is the best, man. That got us one of our most viewed TikToks of all time. We weren't even trying. And it also got us our first banned TikTok of all time. Not banned, but it said like it was muted for sensitive content. Bro, we are cooked. Every time I bet belief he traverses this, what does that have to do with Chevy? You like that one, huh, Fruit Bad? It goes to the beat, man. I gotta get some Jadavian Bouncy. We are missing Dracula's eye. That's it. We gonna make it? Oh, the floating body, though. Danny, you ever thought about who would play you in a movie? No. Have you ever thought about who would play you in a movie? Gary Oldman? Why has it got to be someone named Old Man? Couldn't be like Timmy Young or something? Harrison Old? I have a buddy who lives in LA adjacent area, and Gary Oldman used to live across the street from him. And my buddy had a motorcycle, and I've never driven a motorcycle before, and he's like, hey, you want to try the motorcycle? I'm like, sure. So I was driving up and down the block on a motorcycle. Well, I was just say driving up and down. I drove it to one end of the block, stopped. The motorcycle fell over on me, and I couldn't get up. Those things are heavy, man, and I think it was in front of Gary Oldman's house, so then my buddy had to run down, help like me lift the motorcycle, and he's like, you want to ride it back? I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I had no idea they were so heavy, man. Literally no idea. Generational aura loss? Hope your wife didn't see it. Once you're married, aura's infinite.
My man.
What the heck? There's no church here, man. Yeah, no, she didn't see it. She didn't. To answer your question, she was not there. Because she probably would have said, hey, if you're going to ride that motorcycle, don't you think you should put a helmet on? I'm like, nah, I'm good. That's what she would have said. But I was going like 10 miles an hour. Don't worry, I'm never riding a motorcycle again, chat. Yeah, we should probably get some graph paper out. Kareem, you're not wrong. How much damage did you do to your friend's bike? I wasn't worried about that. I just threw some chalk on it, man. Just threw some chalk on it. All right. We did not go down here last time, so we're gonna have to try and loop here. We're gonna have to trust that it's over here, man. Where is Hate Town, man? Or lost in front of Gary Oldman's house. Gary Oldman. Well, I don't know if it's Gary Oldman. Is he the commissioner from the Batman movies? That's who lived there. I think it's the same guy. Okay, yeah. This is my buddy's like, he's like, you know the guy from this Commissioner Gordon? I'm like, yeah, he's like, he lives here. All right, cool. Let me crash this motorcycle in front of his house. Lytoria said he was also Dracula. What the heck, man? Okay, it's not down there. Only one of the best actors ever. To me, he's like best co-star actor. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to carry a movie, but he's going to have a lot of assists. You know what I mean? Like, he's never really had a starring role. He's always like the best number 2 guy. It's not bait. In what movie is he the headliner? In The Dark Knight, it's Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. And then Gary Oldman, which is great. He's great. I'm not saying he's not great. He's great, but he's not the lead. Darkest Hour? I don't know what that is. The hour after she breaks up with you, after she's seen your anime waifu collection? I don't know what that movie's about. All right, let's go down here because we didn't go down here last time. He's a character, so he's rarely the headliner. That's true. IMS Dark Monk. Brand equity is increasing. He's the title character of the 1990s Dracula. Yeah, and how did that movie do? Has anyone ever watched that movie? I certainly haven't. Fifth Element, he's amazing. Good. But he's a character actor, right? Like, it was Bruce Willis and the girl with orange hair. Hey, Dan, my best friend Melissa is a nurse. Can you give her a shout out? C. Rose. Is your friend Melissa a nurse? Is your friend Melissa... Is your nurse friend Melissa a friend or someone you're trying to impress? Because I can help you one way or another. Please tell me this is Hate Town. Hate Town? Nope, not Hate Town. She's your best friend? I know, but like best friend that you're like, you know? That you're like playing the long game with? No, she's just my bestie. I'm gonna need a little more context on your friendship. I wonder if we just got out of Hate Town there. I think we just got out of Hate Town. Chat, I told you what I've been getting served up, and I click off very, very quickly. It's talking about the nurse profession directly correlated to ... I'll give your friend a shout out. I just need a little more context on your friendship. What, Connor B? Connor B, don't start going to the Hambuster side. Hambuster's trying to get back to normal equity. It's gonna take him at least a year. You don't want to be in that area, man. It takes a long time to get out. This person just wanted a friendly shout out turned into a TSA pat down. Hey Dan, my girlfriend loves when you say this word. Can you say this word? Jason Blobby as a first-time chatter with no icons next to your name. That's a tough ask because I don't know if you're gonna put that on like some Big Brother subreddit, and it means something I don't know what it means. She's my best friend, and she introduced me to Big Brother 10, so it'd be fun if you thought it'd be fun if you said hi to her. Okay, how long have you been best friends? How did you guys meet? What I want to see, I gotta see what Star Sleep said. That's what I was worried about, Star Sleep. I'm not gonna lie. No, I know. I like. You read my brainwaves, but I'm not gonna say that. But you know that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't want to give someone something for free that I have no idea that I'm giving for free. This could be the way to hate town. Jason Blobby on. Hey Dan, what's up? Current Big Brother fan, but wife and I are watching your season of Traitors halfway through. No spoilers. Well, if you're halfway through the next episode, you may want to skip the next episode. You may want to skip it. You may want to skip it. But it's also probably the best episode of the season, so don't skip it. Oh, 8-Bit Dylan, that brought you out of Lurkdom, huh? You've been busy working on Roblox. You haven't been here in like 2 years, man. But it's okay. This could be hate time. Welcome back. 8-Bit Dylan, the only thing I see about Roblox in my feed is that there's like 14-year-old kids making hundreds of $1,000s a month. That's what I see. So if they're making hundreds of thousands and you work for Roblox, man, when you picking me up in your yacht, brother? That's probably why well, I don't want to knock someone, never mind. Man, we keep going in the wrong spots. Did you know your Traitors episode is the highest rated episode of the series in IMDb? I didn't know that, but it makes sense. Chad, you gotta have good guys and bad guys. And sometimes that's okay. You know, it's TV, man. It's entertainment. It's like, what if this game was filled with nothing but Girl Town, you know? And it was nothing but like the NPC girls and then the dads saying what the dads say in this game. Chat, we're looping, man. I need help, man. We're looping. We're never gonna beat this game. We're never gonna beat this game because I don't know where we're going because we didn't take the time to make a map like we should have and would have in 1987. Do you think of yourself as a reality TV celebrity? Be earnest. Who do you think you are? Fruit Bad? No, I don't think of that. I think of myself as a guy. Just a guy, man. I don't think I've ever said we're never beating this game. Why not us? Why not now? I mean, like, because the difference is, you know what? We are going to beat it. We just may not beat it in the time frame we want to. Dan ain't like that. Dude drove a busted Taurus for 15 years. Starseed, why are you blowing up my spot like that? Also, it wasn't busted, man. It had a silver spoiler, man. 125,000 miles on it. We tried to track that thing down, man. But Chad said it got pressed into a cube. I still think it's out there somewhere. I feel like we didn't find Hate Town until after the tornado. Invisible Man 44 says, how many red shirts do you own? Star Sleep. It's one of those questions, man. I don't feel comfortable answering it. And Habardimus says, in high school, I was trying to open my trunk when it's cold and I broke my spoiler off. Is that well, that's because your aura is minus 500. Bro, if you had the 2005 Taurus, you had that little clicker, you hit the button twice, and the trunk goes kunk and would open itself. I mean, it wouldn't open itself, it would unlatch itself. All right. No, Invisible Man, I'm just joking. I think I have 4 red shirts and then one of the merch shirts. So 5. You didn't have that fancy tech? Yeah, because you spent it all on a spoiler on your car. Please, someone help me. Please, someone help me. All right, chat. I'm not gonna pirate saw for you. Someone in chat said, show your heart to the ferryman. So I'm gonna do that. But also, mods, if you could be... I did yell for help, but I didn't mean it. But could you please, like, just... We should know that, though, because this guy is the gatekeeper, man. I know, it's my fault for saying I wanted help. I'm not gonna pirate saw for you. I read this in chat. But that still doesn't take us to Hate Town. Could we have figured that out? Probably. It makes sense. So whenever you get a new item, you put the item on and you go to the ferryman. We should have known that, but we were too busy roasting people in chat. That's on me. Ladies and gentlemen, where we last left off, we got a little help from chat to find this mansion. Why not us? New mansion, new us. Heads up for heads up for secrets. So wait, did the guy ask you to whisper Skelly's leave? That's a good question. Starsleep, if that guy is still here, then you know he was not going to use it for nefarious purposes. If he came here simply for the Skellies, if he's still here and didn't get the Skellies, then he's a real one. That's how we know. Who is the Skellies guy? Have I played any of the original Resident Evil games? I rented the first one for PlayStation, but never beat it. Is that a game you think everyone loves? I remember being scared when the door, like when you would go between rooms and the doors would load. You know, the doors would open and load. It's kind of scary. There's got to be a hidden staircase here, man. The Lanks. There has to be a hidden staircase. No way, unless it's a Miyazaki loop. Okay. Check a blue steak. This game is very fair. I don't know why people... This game gets a really bad rap. I almost say it's like almost too fair. Like when we die, we should go to the beginning of the castle. But they put us right where we left off. I think there was a... I mean, I'm not here to talk about other streamers, but I think there was multiple games that were mana gemmed. We don't watch you much blood, but one time you were playing a game with skeletons and you called them skellies. My girlfriend calls you skellies whenever you're in NL's stream. Yo, what's your girlfriend's name? What's your girlfriend's name? Your girlfriend calls you Dean Gosling. What's your girlfriend's name? We're not ready to go there yet. Your wife, Bartimus says my wife calls you old. Yeah, your wife also sent me a DM on Instagram. I'm keeping that one in the back pocket for a while.
Can you please take it easy on Barty? He's under a lot of stress at his new promotion.
I got you. I got you. Okay, Bartimus's wife did not DM me on Instagram, but she did follow me because I saw the last name pop up and I was like, the Lanks. And that's the dichotomy of Bartimus, you piece, is in real life, you may not find someone nicer than Bartimus. I'm not, like, literally, you may not find a nicer person in real life than Bartimus. Online is an absolute menace, and I can't figure it out. I wish I don't have an answer. Wait for a soul with a red crystal on Deborah Cliff. Okay. Gotta write that one down. We don't know where Deborah Cliff is. Daniskins. Artemis is not a heel. Tidgeman is a heel. Armin tried to be a heel. And that's a check oak steak? We already have one. Alright. I didn't know Bartimus felt the way about Tidgeman like Starsleep feels about NL. Alright, lock in. Bartimus, you met Tidgeman at when we had our meetup. Was there beef between you two? Like, that's what I'm talking about. You guys were boys hanging out at the convention. And then online, you're just a menace, man. No one's safe. I just think you need to pump the brakes on all the laughing when you play with Northern Lion. Starsleep's like kind of like, he's kind of like that item that's highlighting in real life. He has like a little bit of a jealous bone, but it's endearing, you know? He has a little bit of a jealous bone. I get it. Yeah, bro, I can't help the dude is a savant when it comes to comedy. Ooh! Lock in, new boss. New boss, new us. What are you, death? Give me the knife. You now possess the golden knife. I didn't know there was a golden knife. Bro, we're missing a lot of stuff then, huh? Is this the... This is the last mansion. Check a blue stake. We possess the knife. We're about to process this. You now process, which means it becomes us, Dracula's eyeball. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We got to pull up the monster manual. Chat, we're making progress, man. Thanks to that one stray in chatter. Ariella on TikTok says, what's going on? Everything's good. Can you smash that heart button like 100 times? It helps over there. Because you guys don't have Amazon Prime on TikTok. Castlevania 2 manual. All right, let's take a look at this manual. Lock in, lock in. All right, so we just got the knife and the eyeball. When it comes to the most frightening piece, the eyes have it. Okay. We don't have a silk bag. We don't have a diamond. We have everything else. The dagger, the knife. The gold knife is your strongest knife and has a mysterious power. We've seen all these enemies. Vampira. Is this how they did characters before in games? They drew them and then they did them on the computer? I think we've seen everything. Okay. Yeah, they don't do that anymore to save time. Yeah, I don't know why they don't concept art anymore now. All right, Honeydew, what's going on? Maybe we'll check it out. All right, we already beat this piece. I like that the boss fight's like semi-optional. You know what I mean? All right. Man, we got everything on the top, man. Look at that. We've never seen that. They don't make games like that. It just feels so feature complete, man. Feature complete. Okay, so now I think we have to find Dracula's mansion. We also have not been to Hate Town. However, what we will do, we will put the eyeball and we'll go talk to the ferryman. But also, there's that... The girl that has the curse we have to break. I don't know how we do any of that stuff. But you know what? Shiggy will show us the way, man. Yeah, I really found this to be a very enjoyable experience. I don't know why this game gets hate. This is not bait. This is real. Like, this has been a... I'm gonna say I like it. I'm enjoying this more than Castlevania 1, and I like Castlevania 1. You thought this is the game everyone loves? Everyone does love it. That's where it came from. Just wait a second. Look at the notes. Destroy the curse with the heart. We had it the whole time. It was the Lynx. I'm so glad we wrote that down, man. We'd be So now we can go to that girl and put the heart on her. Said a powerful weapon will break my curse. The heart is a weapon, huh? Chat, what's all the triple question marks for? Why all the triple question marks? All right, this is where we need to go. Also, we may have missed a couple secrets. I said put the heart on. Oh, what the heck? What is this bait? Don't say my ears. That's complete bait. Outplayed in the marketplace of ideas. I'm telling you, man, this has got to be a top 10 Nintendo game. Also, did we get permission to watch Angry Video Game Nerds? Or will we get DMCA'd? Is he on Twitter? Chad, is he on Twitter? What's his name in real life? Angry Video Game Nerd? James Rolfe? James Rolfe. How did everyone know that? His name's Cinemassacre? Alright, he tweeted 19 hours ago. I'll tweet him real quick. I'll say, hey, I'm playing through Castlevania 2 right now, comma. When we beat the game, can I watch your Castlevania 2 video on my Twitch stream? Can I have your permission, question mark? Witch Knight says he said I could put you in touch with him. Witch Knight! That's our mod. Mod connections run deep. I want to watch it, but I don't want to get DMCA'd. Yeah, just if you got the hookup, look at that. You gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to bait us with a hidden block. There's got to be a secret up here. What's the point of the room? Weird. I didn't want to hear the music. The Spikeler. All right. All right, we need to go back to the ferryman. The ferryman. Which is this way, but also we've never been here before, so let's go a little bit of left up first. Maybe we get to a new town. We know this. Sorry, believers. Frame perfect jumps, man. They don't make them like this anymore. I feel like we jumped higher the second time. Is this game momentum based? There's momentum in the game. Since when? My only question is, we have some work to do behind us. Like, we have some work. Like, we gotta break the curse a few places.
Can't believe it's been 6 years since your famous collab stream with Ninja.
Collab this! Ninja couldn't do this, man! Go back to Fortnite!
We're built different. Yo, thanks for the 72 months, 6 years. All right. New area, new us, man. I just worry we're gonna get lost, man, because we gotta go break the curse, man. New mommy. I'll give you a diamond. It's filling up. It's filling up. Everything's filling up, man. It's all filling up. Wait, who was supposed to give us a diamond? Wait for a soul with a red crystal. What the heck is that? Whatever it is, we like it.
We're beating this game today, no doubt. Who's
Yo, Ghost named Heidi Run, thank you for the support. All right, so we got the diamond. What does the diamond do? It gives us the lengths. Mr. No Bueno, thank you for the 5 gifted, you piece of absolute. This manual read is for you. Appreciate support. You've been gifted from Mr. No Bueno. Use your first dang emoji. Toss it and see what happens. POV. You at dinner when your wife samples a new meal and you don't like it. Cowboy, you like that one, huh? Cowboy, glad you're back, you piece. All right, we gotta hit these. Larson67, your first chat is a +2. We'll take that. You're clipping. They don't make them like this anymore, man. They don't make games like this anymore. All right. All right, so now we're gonna use our last Dracula item on the ferryman. The ferryman. Clefairy. Why'd they stop making games like this? That's a great question. But I think the ferry only goes one way. Sure, I'll take you to a good place. Yeah, I mean, that thing in the book says he always takes you where you need to go. That's pretty helpful. So let's reset them. The thing is, we understand the game mechanics a little bit. I don't know why they don't make them like this anymore, man. All right, so we have the ion, which we've never had before. That's not what we were looking for, though. Everything's supposed to change colors. Shoot. I think we're lost, man. I don't think they make music like this anymore, man. Okay, so we have every piece of Dracula. There's Olga Dev's sister-in-law. Well, you know, we can go save that lady who needed a powerful weapon. We can do that. Maybe we're not ready for the Eye of Dracula yet. Because this game does not softy you. I think the cursed lady's down here. You forgot your fridge and the lunch at home. What did you pack? Or sorry, what did your mom pack for you? What? Chat, my mom packed my lunch when I lived at home. She did. I said, Mock, next time can you pack the extra toasty Cheez-Its? She did. E-girl chair? What? What the heck, man? Okay, this is... Wait for a soul with a red crystal. I think the soul was the person we saw. We have not dug up any graves yet. OMG, it is what? You've been waiting for a soul with the red crystal. Others have been waiting for a soul with a pure heart. Larson, your first chat was a +2 and that's your second chat? AE Page, what did you pack for lunch? What did you pack for lunch? Meatball sub? Why did you forget it? Was there something important happening at work today? You were in a rush leaving? Why were you in a rush leaving? Now we're getting somewhere. Were you up late playing Arc Raiders last night, or what were you doing last night? Chad, I used to forget things too until one day I said I'm not going to forget anything anymore. Because I'd always walk out of the house going like, keys, wallet, phone, keys, wallet, phone, keys, wallet, keys, wallet, keys, wallet, phone. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fix this. I'm just going to leave everything in its place where it belongs. So now I just always leave my keys in the car. I never have to know. Keys, wallet, car. Keys are always in the car. I literally don't have to worry about it anymore. Same thing with my wallet too. I always leave my wallet in the car. Where would you leave your lunch then? In the refrigerator? And then you open the refrigerator before you leave? What, chat? What's wrong with leaving your keys in the car? We need to go find that cursed lady again. A lot of things. You just lock the car with the keys in it, man. I don't know if I trust this. We'll try though. No, you're insured. Wait. Your insurance company's gonna love that clip. No. Look. That was hypothetically speaking. If you didn't want to forget anything, that could be a solution to it. I was just said so. It was just a bit. It was just a bit. In Minecraft. After seeing someone try to break in your truck last year on your ring cam, I'll never leave anything valuable in there. Do you have the footage of it? Can we watch it on stream? What did you do? Did you run out there with your lightsaber and go, freeze, sit, zoo, 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 zoo? How did you get the burglar to get away from your truck? I know you did something like that. What did you do, Papa J? All right. All right, so we can break this curse with the dagger. To break my spell, come back with a powerful weapon. We have it. That is a powerful weapon. Crit diamond? Yeah, we already got an upgrade from this lady. Is she just saying the same thing over? It's a spell, not a curse. It's a spell, not a curse, man. Okay, so we're done with her. So she gave us the flame. That's all we need, right? Yeah, she does not bake good bread. That's kind of sweet, though. Just out here throwing diamonds. They don't make KK Mercury. They don't make music anymore like this. I think it's just bait up here, but we'll try. I think that's just bait up there. We have to get to Hate Town, man. I don't know how we get to Hate Town. Me clicking on a dance stream? They don't make them. They don't make jumps like that, man. Hate Town is a bad name for a place. Well, they hate us there, man. You assume it's going right after the tornado? You've been going left every time? Spoken like a true Michigander who needs house keys when the door is always unlocked. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as say leave my house unlocked, but I know that's a thing in Michigan. You know, people are just generally nicer in Michigan. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. All right, chat. We got Star Sleep. How's the arena? I wish we just knew the name. If we knew the names of these places, we'd be okay. We just don't know the names of them. She said it was a spell, not a curse. I'm with you. But I think we already got what we needed from her. She gave us the fire whip, man. Wait, is the HP bar backwards? I never noticed that. They don't make games like this anymore, man. Yeah, CD, but we got a year to do it, so I'm not a huge worry about that. All right, let's lock in. First Miyazaki Poison Swamp. You brought her the Morning Star, she turned into a flame. That's why she asked for a powerful weapon. Yeah, but like she was asking for the Morning Star. They just didn't have enough megabytes to give her another set of dialogue, right? We'll go with that. All right, lock in. Once we go here, we can't go back. Lost a bet by 4 seconds. POV, you're watching the Sunday sponsored stream. Chat, we're close. I ran out of disk space. Hold on. All those megabytes because they had to put an extra R in process. It's because we installed all those video games yesterday, man. Excuse me. All right, chat, we got a shot here. Dab on the haters. Chat, one of my hard drives is called Candyland. Why is that? I feel like you guys were here when we did that. We're doing something with John Candy. All right, let's get this toast. Rename that? Why? Did something happen? He doesn't know. Have I seen Django like one time in the theater when it came out? I liked it. Oh. You were looking for a 20 terabyte hard drive? Bro, what do you need 20 terabytes for? Never mind, don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. Okay. Someone said you keep going left, so try going right. Fair enough. I think this is the dead end though, isn't it? So some people do just out them. We can go this way. Starsleep, how's the arena? No people, G. Why would they put the stairs to the left? That's bait. Okay, that's a dead end. What's the type A chatter life cycle here? This game is literally 200 KB. A photo on your phone is 10 times that. Yeah, that's why they don't make games like this anymore. It takes too much creativity. All right, so we can't go right here anymore, but any chances we can go right, the left look too right. You know what? You right. A picture is worth 1,000 Castlevanias. That is pretty crazy. All the logic in this game is like, man, that's when programming was efficient, man. when there wasn't just libraries of stuff you could just download. You had to get it. You had to get in the ones and zeros and get dirty with it, man. Like you're like, we only have 10 KB left. You got to tighten this code up, man. Software engineers, man, are the real ones. Then someone invented JavaScript and Python. Yeah, it's probably big hard drive invented it. Games worked because there was no patching it later. That's a good point. +2 for big hard drive. Thanks, I'll take it. All right, lock in. Chad, is this Hate Town? No, Hate Town did have a church.
Luck you, because you lucked me.
Let's chill here until it gets. I don't think this is Hate Town, man. I don't think it's Hate Town. So let me ask this: do you want me to go right up here? Going left again? Well, I could go left and then go right. What if I go right here? This looks new. Castlevania 2. Simon's left. That shouldn't even be a +2, man. We're stuck though, man. This is like the beginning stuff, man. You just found out Mewtwo and you went to the same high school? Before or after the XY evolution? I think we just did a loop here. Okay, we did a loop. How do you know you went to the same high school? Lil Nub died for this. You're not wrong, man. We gotta get a map here. We have to find a map. You mentioned Akron. What's the name of your high school? St. Vincent? Alright, let's get a map, man. We're gonna have to map this. There's no other way. We have to map it, man. We're gonna map it, man.
Thanks for the quality content, brother.
Yo, Mad Dog, thank you for 11 months, man. Appreciate it.
Lil Nub tipped $3. Glad to see someone in chat still remembers since Stan has abandoned me.
Okay. Okay, a lot of screens going on right now. Okay, here's our grid paper. Ba-da-bum-bum-bow. The Griddler. Okay. All right. So, that's where we are right now. Brown mansion. We'll make the mansions brown. You know, we should probably... That is a brown mansion. Brown and green. BG Mans. Yeah, that's BG Mans. Okay. I gave away the webcam to someone that I used for the grid paper.
Lil Nub tipped $3. This online grid paper is not 1987 coded.
I'm sorry. Okay. I do prefer physical grid. I just don't have the capability right now. All right. So we have a down arrow here. Up. Okay. Down arrow. What do you mean already wrong? What do you mean already wrong? Let me see if I can find a camera. Give me a second. I don't want to use that, man. I want to use Lil Nub.
Bendejo tipped $3. Okay, here it goes, chat. Right magnifying glass emoji, left magnifying glass emoji, right magnifying glass emoji, left magnifying glass emoji, right magnifying glass emoji, left magnifying glass emoji, JKLO. LLMAO.
Yeah, I'm getting some. I don't have grid paper. A second. One-4 inch grid paper. I'll print out 2 copies so we have it for Castlevania 3. All right, Chad. Only thing we don't have is we don't have the tripod. Figure it out. Also, Chad, I don't want to talk about how chatters influence streamers. I walked past the coffee pot 2 times, and I wanted to get a cup of coffee, but I'm like, also I don't want to deal with Starsleep calling it swill. So I'd pass on the coffee. It's not really that funny. It was more of like a... Alright, let me see if I can add this. You may get more than you bargained for it here, so just wait a second. Yeah, I don't, Chad, I think I gave away the good camera. sorry. Yeah, I don't think it works, chat. Oh, I just found 2 new USBs, man. They got 2 USBs on the bottom. Should there be a blue light on this, chat? I just don't think this webcam works. We went through this last time. I'm gonna keep a grid paper. I'm gonna keep a grid paper, and then we're gonna beat this game. Chat, F5, we're back, right? F5, we're back. Let me just make sure YouTube's back. YouTube be back? Yeah, we're back. All right. Let's beat this thing, man. Enough horsing. I'll do my best to show you the grid paper as we go. But no more one guys are gonna derail us. Let's get this toast, man. Let's get this toast. We got every piece of Dracula. We just gotta find the big piece, if you know what I mean. We just gotta find the big piece. All right. So let's start here. We're gonna grid. I think this is a dead end castle. Okay. So let's start. Okay, we'll start here. This will be our first grid. I am using Lil Nub. T is the town. Dabby's Woods. Goes this way. Veros to the left. Okay, we don't know anything about this town, but looks like we're gonna go towards Dabby's path.
Lil Nub tipped $3. Thank you, chat, for never letting my legacy die. You are the real +2s.
All right, this is not Mean Town, right? Okay, let's go. Let's get this toast, man. How could Little Timmy beat this in 1982? It didn't come out till 87. Let's get this toast. Okay, so over here is like what? I don't know what's over here. What do you call this? Pink Slop? Chat, what would you call this place? How do we indicate there's a vertical up on a grid map? Up arrow in the box. Purple slop. Arrow pointing up. Okay. Chat, we have to beat this. Yeah, I don't think you understand. Okay. How do we do this, man? Up arrow? We just stay on the path then. Everything's linear then. Make it a 2-block height. Okay, I'm with you. That's good. That's good. That's good tech. Okay, that's good tech. Thank you. 2 block arrow. That's good. That's good tech. That's good. That's great. Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Hill Dog? Someone VIP Hill Dog. We would have been standing there for 5 minutes. All right, lock in. So this has got to be Dobby's Woods, man. Dobby. Okay, so then this one is a 2-piece. So you go over, there's a box up, a box down. I got it. Yeah, this. We're gonna give it a shot, man. It's Bagu and Dabi. Starsleep, how's the arena? Dude, all we have to do is get to Dracula's mansion and it's over. It's over. Okay, we're in a town. So let's wait. Let's see what the sign says. Right. Camilla Cemetery. Left for Aljiba. I thought that was Dobby's. TikTok stream is down, yeah. Making a map 8.5 hours into the game. All right, so this is the cemetery. And this should be a dead-end wall, if I'm not mistaken. And we have some hints for the cemetery. Okay. We have some hints for the cemetery. Cemetery. What's the cemetery hints? Garlic in the graveyard. Cross in Labubu Mansion.
Kevin Hutchins on YouTube. Tipped $5, change game. Wait, I thought between the grid squares and the tech issues this was still the bingo stream. Hope this one ends in a win.
Still too raw, Kevin. Still too raw. Chad, I feel like you unfairly give chatters +2s easier than you give me +2s. I'm not even joking. All right, so that's a ledge dead end. So now we're gonna go back and then head down. All chatter +2s are unasked for. I never asked for a +2. I just deliver them. Sometimes they're not heard though. The good thing though, I think with the always on channel, like sometimes you're not ready for the +2. They take a couple years to hit. So if you watch the always on channel, the channel that's always on at twitch.tv/JanKeesling like you'll be like, yo, that was a good +2, but in the moment it wasn't +2. You know what I'm saying? It was like a delayed +2. All right. Okay, so now we're at the second level. Okay. Whoever said to double stack the rooms, you're a genius. All right, lock in. Okay, this is good. Now we ducka. Another stack level. Okay. Do we have a sponsor this week? Yes, on Sunday. Sunday sponsor. Okay. So this is a mansion. Do we know which one this is? How do we know the name of this mansion? Pink Mansion. Okay. So we have no need to ever go right anymore. We're done going right. I thought we had a sponsor today, but it's next Wednesday, the 11th. Okay, so we have no reason to ever go right ever again. Show your wall calendar. There's a lot of personal stuff on there. Eugenics. So that's why I use the calendar, so I didn't put the sponsored game on the Eugenics release date, which is next Tuesday. All right. Okay. We're gonna end up going back to a city where there's Dobby Woods. Lock in. Shoot, I don't know where we are on the map. Shoot. Am I getting 100% eugenics? Depends on the viewership. Yeah, where's the duck at, man? Shoot. The map's useless. I don't know where we are. Chat, what's the cost what was the cost to use the Nintendo helpline? We're lost, man. Shoot. You're back at the beginning? Yeah, but we started in a town. We didn't start at a mansion. Completely lost, man. Shoot. We're cooked. We just got it. You know what? Forget the map, man. We're just gonna have to brute force it, man. We're gonna have to brute force it. We're gonna brute force it, man. All right, let's get this toast, man. We can do this. I think this is the starting town coming up. It is. Can't brute force patience. What do you mean, no? Let's see what town this is. It's never over. Jova Woods. To the right. Alaska March. To the left. Okay. All right. We're back in. Okay, we got a room. Boom, we got a room. Lock in. We got a room to the left. We have the cross. We do have the cross. We know where to go. We just don't know how to get there. We gotta get to Hate Town, man. We gotta get to Hate Town. Okay. One more. But don't say, oh, now he uses Laurel. Now there's no prop at. Don't say that. Why would you say that? Okay, this is good. This is bigly. This is very big. Okay. This is important. This is Ferryman. Ferryman. Now, what we use here is very, very important. What do we normally have it on when he takes us somewhere? This guy's like the elevator. Yeah, that's not an elevator. It's okay. So we're looking for a color change. We didn't get a color change. We gotta get a color change. It's pretty awesome that you can't get stun locked in this game, right? Okay. Let's try the eyeball. No color change. I guess the question is, you thought it was the heart? We could try. Oh, heart was diamond guy. What if we go tooth? Tooth doesn't work either. Maybe because we've already been there, he's not going to take us there. Jin Sama, thanks for the 54 months. What have we not tried yet? I can't believe the eye doesn't work. I think we tried the eye. Yeah, it's a slop. Maybe we don't need the color change. All right. Maybe we don't need the color change. Because it's like an elevator. He's not going to take us back somewhere where we don't need to go. Try the crystal? We can try it. So nothing works. Nothing works. I mean, but he only goes left to right. The elevator only runs left to right. All right, lock in. So we got the crystal on. No, I think we've been to every level. So I think we're good. We've been to every level. Yeah, suggestions on Discord. All right, lock in. All right. Okay. Town. This is Girl Town. Okay. No, this is Girl Town because you're gonna see Olgadev's sister-in-law right there. Okay. Oops. Right for Belasco. So this is Girl Town. And it says right for Dead River. Left for Saddam Woods. Bam, beep, G. Chad, how many gifted subs to look at the Nintendo Power Map? How many gifted subs to look at the Nintendo Power Map? Oops, we gotta go one over here. 0? So I can just look at it? Okay. I can just look at the map because I owned it. Okay. Not looking yet. We're still nubbing right now. We're double stacking the nub. Yeah, I did own it. I wish I still owned it, but I don't. So there's a down well there, but let's keep going left here. It's fair usage. I wish the exploding whale felt that way. Mods begging Dan to look up the answer? What do you mean? What do you mean? Begging to look up the answer. Is it that convoluted? Is it, Brett, is it that convoluted? Okay, we got a town here. This is new tech. Oh yeah, I don't know what Hate Town is called. This could actually be Hate Town. Right for Saddam Woods. Left for Jam Wasteland. I ran out of space. I just don't know if this is Hate Town. We gotta wait and see if this is Hate Town or not. You want the name of the town? The game doesn't tell us the name of the town, so you can't give it to me. Alright. Chat, why in chat if we can pull up the Nintendo Power Map, and in chat if no. Hold on. Lenica Digital, first time viewer, seen you in a lot of clips. Yo, Lenica, welcome. Like, what clip have you seen us in? Sias, what's going on, EP? Sias, you're like, I need something to clip here, brother. We're on 2 nub sheets here. Let me see what happens going left. We've been here like 7 times already. Okay, this is Tornado Wall. But here's the thing, if we tornado, we don't know where we go. So where do we put on the map where we are? Tornado to a... So tornado takes us to a mansion. No idea what the left mansion is, who knows? Right after the mansion. Okay. Maybe Hate Town is this way. Map building will only make sense if you make it out of Legos. Okay. This looks nicey. Hate Town? This is Hate Town! We made it to Hate Town! Hate Town! Hate Town! They hate us here! They hate us here, man! We made it! Hate Town! Okay, let's read the signs at Hate Town. Left for Wicked Ditch. Right to go north. What? Okay, there's stuff in here, man. There's stuff in here. Stuff and nonsense. This one, she was mean to us last time. What? We have everything. Diamond? Ring? Come on, man. What breaks the curse? Heart. We're in Hate Town, man. They're not supposed to hate us anymore. I have the cross. I have it. It's right there. We have the cross. It's in our inventory. There's got to be somewhere to place it. I some check a blue steak. So there's no way. Let me read the manual. Let me see what it says about the cross. You must have the cross to seal Dracula's fate. That's all it says. I think we're close, man. We're sniffing. We have the cross because when we picked it up, it's next to F-Whip, man. It's next to F-Whip. You didn't possess it. What do we do with it, though? I'm not giving up on Hate Town, man. We worked so hard to get here. The cross in Labubu's mansion must be found. We have it. This is what we were looking for. What do you mean that's not the cross? How is that not the cross? It's literally... What do you mean that's not the cross? Look at it? No, you look at it. It looks like the cross to me, brother. It's literally the same thing. What do you mean it's not the cross? That's fire? No, right next to F-Whip. Next to F-Whip. The F-Whip. Not, I can't put my thing on it. The F-Whip. You can't say it's not a... Look, I can't... It's a blue thing like this. That's a cross. See, F-whip, keep going over, man. It's the cross. That's an X, that's not no, it's literally at the same angle as the manual. It's the cross, man. And when we beat Vampira, she dropped it. The one next to holy water? No, that's a diamond. No, it's a diamond. Look at the line, F-whip. Brand Equitable smashed, man. You were tripling, quadrupling down. What do you think, I'm crazy? Okay, for the Castlevania 2 aficionados, they think we're Dracula. Are we, without spoilers, are we missing something? Or are we just not doing something? I mean, when we go to Hate Town, all bets are off, man. You're not missing something and you're not doing something. So we're going right to go north then. I just don't understand why they hate us, man. All right, so we're going right to go north now. You cannot say it seems like we're missing the cross. You cannot, you cannot say, anyone in chat that says we're missing a cross, delete the message. We got the cross, man, trust me. Dude, we're gonna, Chad, this is good. I'm telling, this is, you know what? This is the rare 1987 cinema moment. When we figure it out, you're gonna be, you were here. We're not missing the cross. There's no way. Oh, dude, these guys are throwing fastballs. Nice. That's called damage boosting in the business. Damage boosting. Okay, we got a double stack room. Before we double stack, let's go across. Damage boosting, frame dropping. That's good. We're mapping. We're mapping. Okay, really mapping here. I think you need a new mouse and keyboard to help you on your journey. Maddie Ken, I would forego the mouse and keyboard for the new gaming company that hired you. I would forego that for a multi-month sponsorship. And then we can give away some mice and keyboard to the community. You're loving the vintage Apple earbuds. They're $19.99, man. They don't put dents in your head, and they feel good, man. After about a week, your ears get used to them. In terms of like your ear hole. Okay, this is looking promising. This is looking promising. Plus, we have a double back down if we need to go. Bro. We could have been looping for a lifetime before we found this place. Chad, if you have a head dent, will it go back, do you think? No? This is a dead end if I remember right. Nothing in this game is a dead end. Now, destroy the wall with the heart. Destroy the curse with the heart. Wait for a soul with the red crystal.
I believe. Water flower emoji.
There's got to be something here. There's something like destroy the wall with the magic potion. Chat, are we warm? Are we warm, chat? It would work if you have the cross. Are you trolling or are you being serious? So the only thing we can do, that's a dead end, but it doesn't make sense why there would just, why there would just be an empty dead end. Like something has to happen here. Why would the cross not be in the inventory? I don't know. I don't know. Because there's room for a silk bag. Are we 100% sure we have the cross? I mean, look next to the word whip all the way to the right. You tell me what that is. The thing that's roasting me is chat knows. Chat knows. And like you rightfully so cannot tell me because of spoilers. But the only good thing we have going for us, there's a double room where we can go south here. You actually don't think chat knows? No, Mewtwo, that's just you. Chat always knows. Why would it say whip if it's a cross? All right, so there's a double stack room. We're gonna check out the double stack room. I don't feel good about that wall though. They don't just put a wall in this game, man. They just don't put a wall in the game for no reason. But this will be a new area for us going south. I just hope it doesn't loop us. In the end, we will tell you if you don't figure it out. Lost. Are we close? Okay, new town. Maybe a new town. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Right for Vrad Graveyard. Cool, bro. Left for Dora Woods. Cool, bro. All right. So to me, this is very suspect. Yeah, this feels right. All right, we're close. We've never been here with the heart. I can tell you that. So let's check every nook and cranny, man. Every nook and cranny. Ghost Town, Gray Town. I'm walking up the stairs. I'm opening every door, going at every crevasse. Okay, please be something in there. Please be something in there. Please be something in there. Please. There's literally space for one more item. We're missing a silk bag. Okay, the only other thing we can do here is dig up the graveyards. Let me mark this. So we could do some slop here. So we could, maybe the dagger we'll dig up. That's the only other usable item that we have here. Or the diamond. Okay, that doesn't work. We use holy water on everything. We pumped every one of these. That's okay. You know what? If it was easy, everyone would do it, man. This to me is suspect. Why is there a little divot? We're supposed to dig up a grave. We don't know how to dig though, man. Like, we definitely know we have to dig something. I don't know how to dig. And then this is cope. Which, ironically enough, there's it's above, right directly above us is another spot with a cliff. Don't say cross. Do not say cross, man. Go back. They don't make games like this anymore. They don't make them like this anymore. They never have. They never will. They don't make them like this. They don't make them like this, man. It doesn't matter who tries to make them. They don't make them like this. Bro, this has got to be his castle. Tell me it's his castle. They don't make them like this. Ladies and gentlemen, we made a new music can only mean one thing. This game will take you to the edge of frustration. Everyone talking about you don't have the cross. You got the cross. He doesn't know. He does know. He has it. He's so close. He's so far. But the only thing that matters at the end of the day, it's not if we have the cross or if we don't. It's that some people were here and some people were not here. For those that were here, type I was here in chat. Get them in, man. Get them in. Holy, it's gotta be Drax Castle, man. So was that town just a red herring? 2 empty towns? What about digging up the silk bag, man? What about breaking the curse for mommy?
Here we go with the Ming Lee stuff again.
All right, we're gonna close it in 3, in 2, in 1. Lock. Let me make sure I get my slice up. Drax Castle, man. Let's finish this piece, man. Ladies and gentlemen, at the precipice of greatness, the frustration, we made it to Drax Castle. We can't trust anything. It's gotta be his castle. New music. I'm sure this won't be confusing at all. But that's how we want it, man. That's how we want it. We don't want it easy, man. We don't want the flashing yellow exclamation point. We want the 1987. You only get one shot to step into Dracula's castle for the first time and you're looking at it. We're checking every blue stake, every wall. We can always go back there. Let's check. Make sure there's nothing over here. Dude, Dracula. I can feel it in my bones. Dracula's right underneath us, man. I can feel him in our bones, man. That room has underneath us has Drac all over it, man. We're beating Barbuda. You can feel it, man. He's in there. You can feel it, man. Why else would they have a big empty crevassier? They're putting cinema on every staircase, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this game's been buried since 1987. We've never seen Dracula. We've never been this close. We never sniffed it. Where is he? Hands off. This is automatic. I'm not doing this. The game's doing it. It's digging. We put them back together? Jadavian bouncies. Holy. What the heck is that, man? How many hearts do we have? We have to walk all the way back? Why would they do that? The whole game. The whole game. The whole game they let you be okay. The first boss run back. Why did the whole game they respected your time? I wonder why not here. Why not now? The first run back. That's crazy. For the cinema? They needed to get mileage out of the soundtrack? All right. There were some notes that said there's like stuff we can put on that helps us. I don't know what we put on that helps us, but... Do you think this place had some enemies in this version of the game? Maybe. I just don't know. I feel like that's gonna be good for us. I just don't know. Something makes us stronger. Shield? I don't know. We don't need shield. Let's go Ring of Power. Bro, they're gonna have us do the animation again too. Look at the flame cinema. Look at the flame cinema. That's pretty good, man. Check a blue stake, check a blue stake, check a blue stake, check a 3. Opie. Bounce him! Glitch the heck out of him, man! Get the heck out of here, man! You don't mess with our diamonds, man! We've been through this! The battle has consummated? I thought that meant when you visit someone in prison. Turn it up. Now peace and serenity. Been restored. Time to Transylvania. You can kill Dracula? And the people. I got a lot of questions, man. Are free of Dracula's curse. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Dracula's Curse Forever, New Simon. Belmont. 40 years to beat this game, man. Will always be remembered for greatness. For your bravery and heroics, courage. Holy cow. Sounds like a Beatles song. Dracula 1431 to 76. So we killed Dracula? Bro, this is the best Castlevania game, man. Intrigue, mystery. 1988, man. Where's the girl that we saved? I got a lot of questions, though. Couple unanswered questions. Why did they hate us in Hate Town? How come we couldn't dig up a grave? What else were we missing? That's pretty much, we're missing some items? Like, I got some unanswered questions with what a great game does, man. That's wild, dude. This is no memes aside. I enjoyed this as punishing and as hard and as mind-bending as it was. I enjoyed this more than Castlevania 1. This, like, moves the envelope. This moves the needle forward, man. Like, places you expected to be enemies, like Dracula's Final Castle, no enemies. You expect to have no walk-up, they give you a walk-up. It's like a Metroidvania without the boring stuff, right? Like without the built-in map and go talk to this guy, go back here. There's an elevator system, but the elevator is the fairy guy, man. Like this was a really fun experience, man. I could see how people in the 80s couldn't deal with it, but I feel like this game was built for 2026, man. Really. I think it was way ahead of its time. You got the bad ending? What do you mean bad ending? There's multiple endings? There's multiple endings? What do you mean yes? Bad ending if you take too much time? That was a pretty good ending. What do you mean we killed Dracula? How is that the bad ending? There's no two endings in this game. You can't say that. How could there be a better ending than you'll be remembered as a hero for your courage? There's 3 endings? Get the heck out of here. You're joking, right? You're joking? Let me see. Castlevania 2 endings. All endings. That's bait. This cannot be real. Whoa. What items did he have? What are those? What is that? Oh, that's the bag. What item were we missing? What kind of resin is this? Why even play the game if this is how you're going to beat Dracula? Why is his health bar so big? That's the ending we got. That's the ending we got. Who is that? Is this AI generated? Although the confrontation between Simon, why is he like at his grave and why is he like paying respect? Has concluded, the confrontation concluded, Simon couldn't survive his fatal wound. Yeah, we won. This is a bad ending. Transylvania's only hope is a young man who will triumph. So he died. In the good ending, he dies? We got the good ending. And rid the city of Draculas. Also, first game that have multiple endings. So in the good ending, Dracula beats you? No, you died. You didn't even make it to the grave? That's not true. That's not true at all. We didn't die. The encounter with Dracula is terminated. What? Simon Belmont has put an end. So did we in the good ending to the eternal darkness in Transylvania. We did too. Still behind his tree. His blood and sweat have penetrated the earth and will induce magic and happiness for those who walk on this land. I think these are the bad endings, man. You're telling me that's the good ending? That's the good ending? The battle's consummated, which is, we already know what consummation means in prison visits. What does it say that? What happens to him? Now peace and serenity have, where it doesn't say we're dead in this, man. The people are free. Dracula's curse is gone forever, and you, Simon Belmont, will always be remembered as a hero. It doesn't say that you're dead. If we were dead, there'd be a grave. Why would there be a grave for Dracula, not us? I think we got the good ending, man. I really think we got the good ending. We got the good. How is this not the good ending? Thanks, Dash. We got the good ending. Why would your grave be next to Dracula's? If we were dead, why wouldn't there be a grave? Black and white is cinema. Type cinema in chat. Is cinema in color? No, cinema's in black and white. Buried together. And also, how can you tell me in the good ending, Dracula's not dead? Like Dracula's not dead. I'm not subscribing to that. I'm not subscribing to that. What do you mean he always comes back? The good ending for Nintendo's wallet? Either way, that was a really fun experience. I really enjoy. I give it a 9.8 out of 10 in terms of Nintendo games. I enjoyed it more than Castlevania 1. Castle 1, I really liked it. It felt like an arcade game. This felt like cinema. It really did. It felt like cinema. But I do have some questions. Like, why do they hate you in Hate Town? Do we have permission to watch this? It's only 9 minutes long. We can watch it. Apparently, the ending with Dracula coming back is canon lore. Well, we don't want to be shot out of that canon. Can we watch this? You think we'll get in trouble for this?
This game sucks.
That's how you're gonna lead it? Really? The best Castlevania game? $240p. What do you mean? How can that be the first thing you say about this game? Yo, do I have permission to watch this? It's a bit. All right, I think there's going to be some swear words, so if you're watching at the office, put the headphones in.
Castlevania 1 and 3 are great classic Nintendo games, but for Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, the game designers obviously were not thinking straight.
What do you mean? I really like this game, man. The lore, it was very Zelda 2-esque, man.
At first, it seems like a pretty decent game. A little different from the first in the series, but that's okay.
Yeah?
Zelda 2 was different from the first, Mario 2 was different, but they were all good.
Yeah.
The first thing that's strikingly different is the fact that you have to go through towns, talk to people, and buy stuff. Never really minded that. It makes it a little more like an adventure story, and it's...
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so he just set up with the bait.
Kind of like Zelda, so that's okay. But the first problem comes in when it changes from day to night.
What's the problem with that? A day-night cycle? What's wrong with the day-night cycle?
Why does this need to happen so often? Like,
because it makes the enemies harder, provides a new gameplay experience for players, makes you have a little bit of sense of ownership.
Every 5 minutes. Why does it take so long? Nobody feels like sitting through this every time. How would you like it if you were playing a game and then every 5 minutes I came over and paused it, then counted 10 tedious seconds and then let you continue to play the game?
Okay, fine. That's why you just leave the game running and then go find a webcam.
No, I mean, why did they think that that would be a good idea and interrupt the gameplay? Did they think it would be more realistic? I mean, in real life, I don't have to stop in my tracks when the sun sets and a fucking box doesn't pop up in the air.
I want to watch this, but I don't... How much, chat, what's fair usage? 20-second increments? Does he DMCA people? You have to pause every 10 seconds and it's DMCA? It is I mean, it's transformative. We're coming hot off playing the game for the first time, man.
I mean, this is one of the most annoying features in any game ever. What's the point? Yeah, I mean, the monsters are stronger at night and the stores are closed. But why is that necessary and why does the game have to stop?
Because that's how it is in real life, Castlevania.
It's fucking retarded.
It's a different time, chat. It was a different time.
And why do you have to die when you fall in the water? That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. This guy can go all over fighting hordes of evil monsters, but he can't even fucking swim?
Okay, he just needs to get good at jumping and understand there's a momentum-based jumping system in this game.
Sometimes I don't feel like going down the stairs just to get down to ground level. There's no reason I should have to do that when I can just take a shortcut and jump.
Me too. That's relatable.
Jump down. But oops, I shouldn't do that. There might be water down there.
How did he capture this footage in
Another
2004?
thing that's really annoying about this game is the fact that you have to buy weapons and items. I mean, still, it's not uncommon. You know, like I said, that's the same thing you have to do in many great games like Zelda. But let me explain. Here you have to collect hearts, which count as money. I mean, that's kind of odd, because usually hearts count as life or energy, you know. So that's kind of strange, but, you know, that's...
Bro, I feel like I'm watching, like, the first YouTube video. You know what I mean? Like, this is, like, you know, he's building a log cabin. And we're all living in, like, you know, futuristic bubbles right now.
not the point. The point is that the items you need to buy are too fucking expensive, and the hearts don't add up enough.
This predates YouTube? What do you mean?
It takes too long to get enough of them to buy something, and it gets boring wandering around killing the same monsters over and over again just so you can buy a flame whip or something.
Well, why don't you get a better weapon then?
Speaking of flame whip, that's pretty weird itself, isn't it? I mean, they were really being creative with that one. The flame whip. Anyway, about...
In 1988, there was no flame whip. It was very creative. What do you mean, man? Like, now it's not creative. Everyone's got a flame whip, but there was the first flame whip.
The hearts. It takes too long to buy stuff, and to add on to the problem, when you die, you lose all your hearts and you have to start all over again.
Well, get good.
I mean, doing this doesn't add to any of the game's difficulty or challenge. It just makes us have to do more of the same monotonous stuff over again, and it's not fun. It's boring.
No, just get good and don't die.
Oh, look, I finally got enough hearts to go and buy a plant that I need to cross the swamp. Now let me get to the store. Oh, shit. It's fucking
Daniel.
nighttime. Now the stores are all closed, and I have to wait for it to turn day again. Oh well, I might as well kill some zombies in the meantime and stock up on some more hearts. Oh shit, now I gotta start all over again. One of the worst things in the game are the pitfalls, which are areas where there's like stones or blocks.
Those are one of the best things.
That look like you could walk on them, but instead you just fall through. It's impossible to tell where these spots are the first time walking through.
Oh, you
just have to keep throwing holy water all over to see where they are. It's retarded. Why should I have to do that? Again, it doesn't add up to any of the fun, you know, challenges.
Yes, it does. It's discovery.
It's just unfair and it's annoying. In the dungeons, there's no bosses at the end, which is a big disappointment.
No, it's not. It's a nice change up because in every game, at the end of every dungeon, every castle, there's a boss. It's nice to just beat the castle and be like, hey, here's an item. That's so when you get a boss, you're like, it's a complete 180.
Every Nintendo gamester knows that at the end of a level or a dungeon, labyrinth, or whatever, there's always supposed to be a big guy who you fight.
And it's a nice change up that there's not. It's very avant-garde.
Here, they just got lazy and only put a few bosses in the game and left some of the dungeons just empty, like this one.
It's not
So
empty.
most of the dungeons you go through, the mansions to be exact, there's nothing at the end except for a crystal orb that you can't touch. In the rest of the Castlevania games, the tradition goes like this. You fight a boss, you defeat him, then an orb comes down, and you touch it. There you go, on to the next level. But in Castlevania 2, how would you ever figure out that you're supposed to throw an oak stake at that orb?
Talk to the NPCs and get good?
I mean, when you first get the oak stake, you assume it's a weapon, and you throw it only to find that it does absolutely nothing, and that you waste it by throwing it, so you have to get it all over again. There are parts in the game that are definitely not self-explanatory and are too hard to figure out. Take this dead end, for example. Would you guess that you're supposed to pass?
Okay, they don't put dead ends in a game for no reason, so that's why you just brute force it and spam every item until you figure it out, man.
Through this wall? How? You have to kneel down by it for like 10 seconds. Now still, that's not enough to make it so cryptic and hidden that we can't figure it out. Oh, please give us more for our buck and make it harder so we can wander around the whole game and exhaust every possibility before we find out.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's the design.
Okay, guess what? You need to have a red crystal selected and be kneeling down and wait a little while before this magic tornado comes and takes you to the next part of the game.
Makes sense to me. They told you. They told you to do it, brother. They told you. They don't put dead ends in games for no reasons, man.
Most of the townspeople have things to say which aren't important at all, so why do you have to read them? Here in the dungeons, there's books that you may find which actually give you clues about things in the game that you may need to know about.
Wait, I have a question. The flame flickers on the top of the 6th tree. What did that mean? We never even went back to that.
But when I find these books half the time, it's by accident, so I may hit the button and cancel it out, which means that I don't even get to read it and I don't have a second chance.
Well, you only get one shot at life, man. How is this any different?
Can't I do that when it changes from day to night? That would actually be helpful. So what the game designers figured is this. It isn't absolutely necessary for me to read about how to find Dracula's castle or what I'm supposed to do with an oak stake, but what I do need to read, again and again, constantly, is the morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. How about vanquish this horrible game? The only sure way to get through this awful game is to enter a code, but even that is way more tedious than it should be. While most of the Castlevania games have symbols you enter for a code, this one just has a whole bunch of numbers. I mean, like, one of those little parts would be enough for a password, but why 4? Like, why so many?
Because this game has a lot of depth in it.
Have passwords like this because sometimes they have uppercase and lowercase letters. Like, the L's, you know, look like I's, the zeros look like O's, the 8's look like 5's. So, you know, why does there have to be so many digits?
It's 2004 posting.
You know, like, why can't it just be numbers or something?
What is this code?
Like, you know, just numbers and not letters. I mean, it takes me like 5 minutes to enter this code when it should only take like 5 seconds. It's friggin' stupid. Okay, so say we enter the code and we go to Dracula's castle. You'll be pretty disappointed how anticlimactic this game is.
What do you... It's a brand new soundtrack. It's cinema.
It isn't even worth putting in a code, let alone playing the whole game all the way through.
That's not
which,
true
if you
at
did,
all.
I feel bad for you. I mean, first of all, there's no enemies in Dracula's castle. You just walk all the way through, and the only obstacles are just like going up and down steps, which...
Okay, because it flipped the game. Every other castle in the game had filled with enemies and no boss. Dracula's the opposite. No enemies and one boss. That's cinema.
It won't hurt you, and they aren't challenging either. They're just tedious.
No, it's a cinema build-up.
What's the point of going through the castle if there's nobody to fight? Did the game designers just like run out of time or something? So then you get up to Dracula, and guess what? He doesn't look anything like Dracula. Instead, he looks like a Grim Reaper and he throws sickles. I mean, did the people who made this game even know what Dracula is?
Okay.
He's a fucking vampire.
Okay, I kind of looked past that because I was so excited to get to Dracula.
On top of everything, Dracula's way too easy. Check this out. This is a trick that I discovered myself, and so could you without the help of any strategy guide.
Is he Managem posting? You're telling me this guy invented this strat?
When Dracula first appears, he stands there for a while, and he gives you plenty of time to land lots of free hits. Not only does he stand there for a long time, but everything that hits him will stun him and give you even more time. Naturally, you'll probably be using the flames because it's one of the most effective weapons in the game, but using it against Dracula, it makes it simply impossible for him to even do anything. He has no chance. The second you start throwing that shit at him, you've already won.
Yeah, but that's not our experience. We had to actually fight him, man.
I mean, why is it that easy? Did they even test the shitty game out before they released it? What a piece of shit. I mean, I feel horrible that I had to play this game in order to make this video, but I did it to demonstrate its dreadfulness. And
That's not true.
I forced myself to play it just so that you don't have to.
That's
so
not
you should
true.
Thank me for telling you to stay away from this horrible, steaming pile of goat shit.
Look, I'm here to tell you, 25 years later, watching this video, this is not true. It wasn't ready in 1988. It wasn't ready in 2004 when this video came out. This game was built for 2026 and later if you truly want to appreciate it. It's built for people like us that are ready for a challenge that they weren't ready in 04 and they weren't ready in 88 for.
I mean, I know it's useless complaining about a game that was made back in the late 80s or earlier 90s or whatever, but it just blows my mind how fucking horrible it is. I mean, it's consistently annoying. Why? Why is it so bad? If all these problems were changed, then we'd have a great trilogy of classic Castlevania games.
It's great!
But history is history, and we might as well try to count Castlevania 3 as, you know, the second in the series, and leave this awful piece of horseshit alone as it stands today as one of the biggest fuck-ups of all time. Thank you for listening. Good night.
That was an abrupt exit. 13 million views. I am here to say, having just beaten Castlevania 2 for the first time, 40 years post-release, I appreciate the comedic value of this video, but it is not horse dung. It is actual cinema, and I would recommend any people who like good games to play this one. It is better than Castlevania 1, and I really liked Castlevania 1. Winky face. Bro, people watch this video all the time. Yeah, I did send him a tweet earlier asking him for permission. Wait, he did it. He did a remake of this video? The town hates you because they think you're supportive of Dracula. The reason why you get clues from people who lie to you. They want you to fail because they're all his followers. What do you mean? Bro, if he made this, he's getting 13 million views on this. What does this guy do now? He's got smug face. Still making stuff. What is this? Worlds of Power, reading Castlevania 2. What is that?
Good evening. In all the annals of fine literature, The Great Gatsby, The Odyssey, War and Peace, none can light a candle to Worlds of Power, Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest.
They turned it into a book? I never knew that. About comes full circle, Simon's Quest. Man, what a good game, man. I'm just telling you right now, that goes under, they don't make games like this anymore, man. They really don't. Hey, let's look at the Nintendo Power. Bro, this was so scary, man. You know how scary this was as a kid? How do we just see the picture without all the slop on it? Yeah, we'll flip through the whole magazine if I can click through it. There it is. No way. Hold on. Get a little vibe. Ladies and gentlemen, as a little bonus for beating Castlevania 2, we get to take a look at the Nintendo Power I had as a kid that I was deathly afraid of. And I was 5 years old and I had this. 1988, September. Bro, I put this under my bed. I was so scared. That was so scary, man. Let's take a look at it. I was scared of that too. 5 years old, man. Man, what do you think those are all worth now? I never had the insider's calendar. Don Johnson's birthday? Bette Midler's birthday? Goonies reunion? Hat Day? How would you know it was under your bed? That's true. Million fan fun club members. Rob Lowe's birthday. Billy Crystal's birthday. Princess Zelda Awakens. Evan Chat? The first zipper was invented. Brooke Shields' birthday. All right, let's get to it. Bro, they don't make magazines like this anymore, man. Look at that. They modeled Ash Ketchum after that guy. That's a game we should play next, chat. Golgo 13. Bionic Commando. Was that an ad? I think I rented this game. I never understood it, though.
Here are the nominees for the Game of the Year. Arc Raiders.
Wrong button. Wrong button. All right. Dude, look at this art, man. Did they make the art just for the magazine? So basically, they tell you how to beat the whole game. I had this game, Life Force, man. The eyeballs in Nintendo games were so scary, man. Look at that eyeball. Giga. They just spoiled the entire game. Jack, can we get that as an emote? We have to get that as an emote. Cut that out, man. Animate it. That's so good. The Mists of Time part. They showed Dracula in the first picture? I don't know. How should it be animated? Him chomping? Bro, he looks like a Giga Chad He-Man. Look, I remember looking at that whip as a kid thinking it looked like a snake, man. Another eyeball, man. Thorn Whip. Chain Whip Morningstar. Search by day and into the dark hours of night. Journey from the town of Jova. Buy the white crystal, buy holy water, and whip. What the heck? South Bridge. 3 clues are hidden here. So they basically spoil the whole game, huh? What is that? Chat, what is that? Flying brain? There's no flying brain. One clue weaves the tale of a silk bag. Dude, this art looks really good, man. Beat Grim Reaper for the golden knife. That looks like muck. The quest continues. Ahead of you lies a difficult task. That scared the heck out of me. Bro, we had the cross. Saddam Woods. Bro, look at this map. Howard, was there any clue to tell you to destroy the bridge that we missed? Labubu Mansion. I mean, you gotta give him credit. The map matches up, man. The map matches up. How come they don't make art that looks like this anymore? How come she has pointy feet? Because of branding? What do you mean? Look at this art, man. So basically, this was like Nintendo Power was like the guide on how to beat the games, right? And advertising the games. Is that what it was? I mean, it's so far ahead of its time, right? Howard and Nestor. How do I get into level 9 and what special item is it behind? What's the letter? That's wild, man. This is a game I'd like to play. Go. Man, what an experience, chat. What an experience. Thanks for being along for the ride. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're off Thursday and Friday, so no shows Thursday or Friday. We'll be back for a sponsored Super Bowl show. We're interviewing some like NFL players, making some prediction, making some picks Sunday at 1 o'clock. Look at this, man. Look at that. That's good wall. 3 sprinkles. But we'll be live Sunday. That being said, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for watching. Whether you watch 1 minute or the entire show, I appreciate you being here. With that being said, let's go send a raid to Reno to the Always On channel. Have a great, safe weekend. And I will see you on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great one. They can't ever stop us. They'll never stop us. We'll beat whatever game. You'd never figure that one out. Figure this out.